If you're moving to Weddington because the internet told you it's one of the best suburbs of Charlotte, that's a really cute way to make a seven-figure mistake. Now, here's what Google is not going to show you. It's going to give you school ratings. It's going to give you median home prices. It might even give you a pretty drone shot of big yards. But it's not going to tell you whether you actually really like living there after the excitement's worn off. It won't tell you which streets flood every time it rains. It's not going to tell you the commute to uptown. Well, it looks good on paper until you do it every single day at 7:45 a.m. I'm going to walk you through what Weddington is actually like. Not the Zillow version. The version that you get when you've lived here, sold here, and watched buyers get this wrong for 10 plus years. All right, so let's start with why people pick Weddington in the first place. Usually it's one of two things. Either they want the schools. Weddington High consistently ranks top in the state. Or they just want space. Big lots, privacy, a break from the packed-in feel of South Charlotte neighborhoods where you can hear your neighbor's dishwasher. And I get it. Both of these, they're real. Both of these, they're valid reasons. But here's where people go sideways. They Google Weddington, North Carolina homes for sale. They see the price tags, $800,000, $1.2 million, $1.8 million, and they assume that means the house is going to solve every single one of their problems. New construction, great layout, no issues. Let's be honest, that's not how real estate works. Price doesn't protect you from problems. It just changes which problems that you're buying. Listen, I had a buyer who had used a different agent 6 months ago and bought in Weddington a $1.4 million house. It was gorgeous. 6 months in, they discovered that the septic system needed a full replacement. $30,000 later, not covered by the inspection, not covered by insurance, just theirs to fix. They did not inspect the septic system. What agent doesn't do that? Listen, Google didn't mention the septic systems. So the first thing you need to know about moving to Weddington is that you're not buying just a school district. You're buying land. You're buying well water. You're buying septic. You're buying all the things that suburban tract homes take care of for you. So please be wary of this. That's not a deal breaker, but it is the part that most buyers skip and forget to ask about. Here's what people are missing. Weddington is not one neighborhood. It's a collection of pockets. Some are estates on 5 acres. Some are subdivisions on half-an-acre lots. Some, they're even older homes from the 80s that have been beautifully maintained and updated. And some, guess what? Of course, they're brand new builds that went up last year. And each pocket feels completely different. If you buy on the Waxhaw side of Weddington, you're closer to downtown Waxhaw, which has that small town Main Street feel. If you buy closer to Providence Road, you're 10 minutes from Ballantyne and all the shopping and restaurants that come with it. If you buy too far south, you're in no man's land where DoorDash forgets you even exist. The other thing that nobody tells you, Weddington is quiet. And I don't mean charming quiet. I mean dead quiet after 8 p.m. quiet. If you want nightlife, if you want walkable coffee shops, if you want to step outside and bump into your neighbors on the sidewalk, Weddington's not that. That's South Park. That's Ballantyne. That's Dilworth. Weddington is for people who want to come home and not see anybody. And that's not a judgment. I absolutely love that. For a lot of people, that's the dream. But if you're moving from a neighborhood where you could walk to brunch, just know that is not the life you're signing up for here. Let's be honest about what this actually costs. Yes, you can find homes in Weddington from the 700s, but those are almost always older homes that need work, or they're on smaller lots, or they're on busy roads. If you want the Weddington people picture, the 4 to 5 bedrooms, an acre plus lot, updated kitchen, good school feeder, you're starting around $900,000 and climbing quickly. Luxury homes in Weddington, North Carolina regularly hit $1.5 million to $2 million plus. Be ready. But the purchase price is not the real cost. The real cost is what you don't see. Well and septic maintenance runs $2,000 to $5,000 every 2 to 5 years. If something fails, and eventually it does, you're looking at a $15,000 to $50,000 repair. Lawn and property maintenance on an acre or more, unless you're doing it yourself every single weekend, it runs around $400 a month or more. Homeowners insurance here runs higher than Mecklenburg County because you're in Union County. And property taxes, well, they're lower than Mecklenburg County, which is good. But on a $1.2 million home, you're still writing a check for roughly $7,000 to $8,000 a year. None of these reasons are reasons not to move here. I'm just letting you know so you know before you buy. But there are reasons to stop Googling Weddington, North Carolina real estate and actually talk to someone who can give you the real numbers before you write the offer. So you do not go in blind and have no idea what you're jumping into. So here's the part most agents skip. How to actually do this right. Number one, before you look at a single house, decide which Weddington you're buying. Do you want the estate feel? 5 acres, long driveway, nobody can see your house from the road? Or do you want the neighborhood feel? Half-acre lots, sidewalks, neighbors you can actually know. Those are two completely different searches. And if you mix them up, you're going to look at 15 houses and hate every single one of them. Number two, budget for the systems, not just the kitchen. If you're coming from a neighborhood with public water and sewer, you need to understand what well and septic actually mean. Ask for the septic permit. Ask for a well flow test. Do not skip these. These are important. Number three, drive the commute before you commit to the address. Providence Road at 7:45 a.m. is not the same as Providence Road at 2 p.m. on a Sunday. If you're commuting to Uptown, you need to know exactly what that looks like. Some parts of Weddington are 35 minutes. Some parts are 55 minutes. That's a big difference, and I promise you it adds up. Number four, work with someone who actually knows Union County. I've been licensed since 2008, been full-time since 2016. I've sold homes from Waxhaw to Weddington to Marvin to Valentine. I don't just pull comps. I know which builders cut corners. I know which streets have drainage issues. I know which HOAs are nightmares and which ones leave you alone. That you will never find on Google. That's 10 plus years of watching people get it right and watching people get it wrong. Here's the bottom line. Weddington is a wonderful place to live for the right person. If you want space, privacy, top tier schools, and you're okay trading walkability for land, it's one of the best suburbs of Charlotte, North Carolina. But if you're making that decision based on a Google search and a Zillow scroll, you're doing the expensive version of this. I'm Jennifer Ledford with the Ledford Group at eXp Realty. I help buyers and sellers in Weddington, Waxhaw, Marvin, and across the Charlotte Metro make smart, confident real estate decisions without the cute mistakes. Comment Weddington below, and I'll send you my full neighborhood breakdown with current listings, price trends, and the checklist I use with my buyers every single time. And if you're ready to start the conversation now, the link to book a strategy call is in the description below. I'll talk to you soon.